Lisa. What hasn't this girl achieved? I mean, she is literally broken numerous records. She is one of, if not the biggest artist on the planet. And today she has bestowed upon us a new video. So without further ado, let's get into Lisa, New Woman featuring Rosalía. Here we go. And we're gonna break down the editing and of course, everything going on in the video. All right, here we go. Cool, they put the director in there too. I appreciate that. That's cool. Whoa. Dude, she looks crazy. God damn. Okay. Let's go back and start like talking about everything going on here. First off, I gotta mention that it is so impressive. Like Lisa, you know, when you're making content, videos, music, movies, you need to trust your audience. That's one important thing. And the fact that Lisa is open to making such new concepts is such a huge thing in my book, because she's able to like experiment because she trusts her audience. She's built that trust. Like for example, when you're creating content on YouTube or something, you might not want to experiment with different things. You want to have your audience trust you. It's about the storytelling. It's about this. I love how she explores like new topics. That's sick, dude. So that's just a shot zooming in. There's like a really shallow depth of field going on. They could have roto brushed the phone, and then basically what that means is isolate it from the background. So they duplicate the clip and then they mask this out essentially, or roto brush it, and then they could add more blur, but that kind of looks like a camera blur. So all you do with that is you have like a really low aperture on your lens, and then when you zoom in, or you know, you can get a shallow, we call it a shallow depth of field. It's like a blurry background essentially, and it looks so clear. She looks so good right now. That is insane. Also, towards the end, I gotta say something crazy to all of you. I will get there though. Subtitles don't work. Damn. Why does she look like a freaking goddess just going off like a red carpet or something? Like, damn. So when we're talking about mirrors in video editing and production, mirrors are your worst enemy. Like they're kind of like the Darth Vader in Star Wars, or I don't know, like the Plankton to Mr. Krabs. There's different ways you can do it. Yeah, you can like try to angle the camera. You can try to roto brush subjects. You have to be creative, and there's many different ways to be creative. But one way they could have done this, I have not talked about this before, is there is a specific kind of lens basically called a tilt shift lens, and it allows you, usually when you get a shot of the camera, you have an image circle, and then there's a sensor, like a square sensor in the middle, and then the light goes in. But basically with a tilt shift lens, that image circle before the lens is bigger, so it allows you to like move just the lens, not the camera, and then you can do cool things. So like if you're in front of a mirror, you can kind of like you can have the camera on the side basically and tilt shift the lens so it's not in the shot. And there's ways like to be creative like that. They could have done something in terms like that, because the camera is right in front of Lisa. So there's many different ways to do it. They could have positioned all the mirrors so you don't see it in the camera. You really just have to basically be creative, and there's so many lenses out there and crazy techniques, and yeah. God, she's hot as hell. Whew. I like the detail too with the Rockstar magazine. That is sick, dude. That's really good detail right there. And I'm guessing these are some of the employees that work for Lisa at the company. I'm guessing they're like dancers, models, various, you know, like people like that. I'm guessing that's what they are. Interesting shots. We're getting a lot of the same shots, but they're like putting them in different ways. And this is how we go back to other techniques in editing, like storytelling, rhythm. This is more rhythm editing. There's like a lot of rhythm with the shots basically. So basically they cut to the shot, and all they do is just zoom out. It looks like a camera zoom. You could have just done this with keyframes. Like this could be the original shot. They're scaled in, and then they like alternate the keyframes, or sorry, they don't alternate. They kind of Bezier it and like make it go really fast. Like they smooth it out and like make it like a hit. There's kind of different keyframes you can do. You have to work on your interpolation, which is the data between the keyframes, and you might want it fast, you might want it slow. In this case, fast. This is creative. I like this. What the actual hell, dude? What the hell? Why does everything she do look so good? The thing I'm noticing about this video too is they're using a lot of telephoto lenses. There's not a lot of wide shots going on. That is a wide shot, but they might be like using a telephoto lens because the faces look they look more normal. With a wide lens like I'm using, it kind of distorts your face and makes it look like fatter. Basically, it'll like make it look wide. It really depends. It's hard to tell sometimes, but this looks more natural to the human eye. So that's why I have to believe it's like a 50-70 lens, something like that. Wow. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Also, she looks like a freaking goddess right now. Okay, basically, this is a shot of a flower. So basically, this could be a telephoto macro lens. Like I said, telephoto is more zoomed in. It's basically kind of like the same thing, and they can work together. So what they do is they have one shot right here. They cut just closer, scaling it in. That's probably zoomed in with editing. And then what they do is it looks like they hold it out, then they zoom in again, and then they have the flower moving. So that leads me to believe that could be VFX, or you could use something called the puppet pin tool in After Effects, and you select points basically in your shot, and then you can move subjects. That's one way they could have done that. It could have been moving. They have this amazing setup right here. This is probably edited on with some kind of AI, or it's actually from the shot, like a picture they put in right there, because it's not moving with it as much. You can see, oh man, this is a tough one. Without seeing the behind the scenes, this is tough. Anyone who knows, let me know, because I could be wrong. But the one way I would have done this basically is this is the shot, and what they could have done is they could be like, they could have masked out stuff, or this part of this could be a green screen, or some of it could be VFX. There could be some that are real. So for example, like some of these ones right here are real, and then all of these are VFX, or some kind of CGI, or they could have just really had a million of these and then basically took the video and then they scale it down. So some of this could be AI, or CGI, like I was saying, and then they could just duplicate them, spin them, and then make it into one solid image. And then basically, since they had it big and they're scaling it down, you're able to scale it up again. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to see the behind the scenes, but that is such a sick shot, dude. Wow. And then right behind here, I bet you this part, these are all real. I'm guessing like this is like an LED screen, a green screen, or this again could be CGI. I'm not entirely sure. It really depends. That is sick, dude. The composition, the contrast with the black and the gold and the purple. God damn. All right. Ooh, I'm fired up. Now what is even going on? What the hell? This is so brilliant. Whoever did this, oh my god. So there's a few different ways they could have done this. They could have filmed in a very high frame per second, and they could have sped up the footage with a low shutter. Since nothing else is moving in the scene besides the paper, what they could have just done is have like a little bit of a lower shutter and then filmed in a high FPS and sped the crap up on that footage. They use speed ramping, or not speed ramping, they just sped it up basically, and then added like more motion blur within After Effects. That's one way they could have done it. I don't think it's edited. Again, it could be CGI or VFX, but it's easier to just do it with, like I said, I mean, this could be edited too. They could mask out each individual picture of Lisa and then throw the picture on with a directional blur and a ton of motion blur, just a ton of motion blur, and they put it on each picture. So 1 picture, 2 pictures, 3 pictures, 4 pictures, and then they're gonna cut to another shot. There's 2 ways to do that shot. There's even 3. So that's another way I would do that. But let's go back. I'm talking so much. I'm so sorry, guys. This is just a sick video. Such a sick idea. I love that. Her voice is amazing in this one too. What the heck is happening? What? This video is actually insane. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna break down again, man. This is VFX, or basically you could just get fire assets online. They could have masked out some parts of it, track the boots, basically put it on each boot. Yeah, there's ways to make fire in After Effects. There's plugins for it. There's assets you can find online, like side fire. So what they could have probably done is masked out the boot, put 1 fire right here, and then put another layer of fire right on that side. So there could be 2 things of fire. And it could just be VFX too. It's either or. Who is running on a treadmill in heels? Oh, I'd be dead. I couldn't imagine that. What is this? I love this so much. You can tell too how this video, I think this is an American company Lisa's in now. You can tell by the editing. It's an American music video. I love it. But it's like a good American music video. Most of them are trash, bro. Like I'm sorry. I'm American. I hate my own culture. I don't know. So sick. Oh, Lisa, you're gonna drive me nuts. I am losing my mind. They basically duplicate her. They're adding glows, like certain kind of glow with like an RGB effect on it, and then you add blend modes to it. Basically, they add blending modes to make it get that look. And then you can see there's like a radial blur going on there, and then they get rid of the radial blur. It gives it that kind of spiral look, and basically they duplicate her. It's like a hologram effect. This is all color correction you can do with the lumetri color panel, and then you add things like glow and various effects. There's various effects to make holograms. There's one called Venetian blinds or something like that, where you can get like scan lines. They didn't add it into this, but then they can use effects like tint, glow to make it glow. Really just need to mess around with the color correction, because it also looks like this hologram effect kind of has more contrast than Lisa. So it's basically just messing around with effects, finding what's good. And this is where it gets to be really annoying and repetitive. Like with editing, it could be, I mean, you just got to mess around with it. And then some of these are different color channels, basically. Like some are red, some are blue, some are green, and then like greenish yellowish. And they're offsetting the colors and adding like a some kind of, dude, this video is insane. Oh my God. And they're adding some kind of rainbow effect. That's probably an overlay you get online to make it look even better. And they're adding a lot of motion blur. So blur is your best friend with editing. I mean, blur is a god saver. Like it saves you all the time. Blur that shit, bro. I'm losing my mind. All that is they're rotating the footage. This is basically just a radial blur. I talked about this before. There's different kind of radial blurs where you can make you go crazy like that, or you can, yeah, you just make a radial blur. Basically there's different kinds of radial blurs where it's zoomed in or it's like warping like that. And then they could have made a mask in the middle so it didn't really affect Lisa's face, or they could have rotated the footage. They could have like masked out Lisa's face and kind of rotated the footage like on a separate clip, like, or something like that, like really fast with a lot of motion blur. But that's basically one way to do that. It's just a lot of like playing around with effects, finding out what works, and they do such a phenomenal job. I cannot shut up in this video. Oh. These shots are so creative. Wait, was it moving too? Oh my God. They literally masked out. She looks, oh wow, Lisa, you're doing some work too. Wow. Woo. They masked out the middle right here, and they did a phenomenal job too, because instead of making it completely square, they add like little bits of the footage so it looks kind of like weird. They might have added like a tiny bit of rough and edges. I don't think they added that. It kind of makes the edges like a little rough, and then you could add bevel onto it to make the outline look like it's more ingrained in the footage, but I don't think they did that. They just kind of masked it out and did like really good job with the masking of the clip. They place the clip, they make it look like the photos, and then it's phenomenal because I mean it looks like she's actually moving. So the best way to do it is to do it right here, and then you zoom in at first. It makes it much easier later on for you. And again, then what you can just do is you start here, zoomed in, take the keyframes, and then zoom out. You go, buddy. And then they just get the red marker, so they probably get an overlay for that. So that could be done in After Effects. You make a marker and then you have it follow as soon as they're drawing, because you could see they messed up right there. You see that? So that proves right there that is done in post. It looks sick though. That is so cool, dude. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Okay, Rosalía. Nice VHS. Oh, Jesus Christ. Listen, what I'm trying to say is I enjoy the VHS effect they used in this video. They could have done this by basically masking out the clip, basically circle the border of the clip. Instead of it being like a square, you can add different effects like simple choker. You can choke the edges and make it like that. You could do it with a pen tool or a shape layer. One thing I would have personally done to enhance this is I would have added a little of a glow, because sometimes VHSs, they have like that little highlight glow effect. So you duplicate the clip and then you add a luma key to kind of, depending on the light levels of the clip, you can filter out like certain parts. So you keep certain parts and then turn the highlight up on those parts. That's what I would have done for this to make it look more like a VHS. And that's the cool thing about VHS effects. You could be aesthetically pleasing in so many different ways. Like you can be creative in your own way. So you don't need to do anything like I'm saying or whatever. Just be creative, have fun, go crazy. These are beautiful shots. I've never heard Rosalía. I know I'm gonna get hate for this. I've never heard her music, but she's a good voice. She has a really good voice. I like it. I like it a lot. Dude, this looks so good. I'm so excited for this. Crazy. I can't tell. Is that her right there too? Whoa. Right there, that's they're adding turbulent displace, and then that's basically an overlay, and they add key to ingrain it in the footage, and you could see that it's overtaking it. That's some kind of overlay that they had, and it's really freaking cool, dude. Holy crap, that is so well done. Lisa's gonna be the biggest star in the world, I swear to God. There's no way. There's no way to do that. There's no way. Video's done, bruh. Go on to the next video. I'm done. I've never, ever seen anything like that. First of all, this shot is already in itself freaking beautiful. There's amazing composition going on here. There's so many different ways that they could have done it. If you know, please leave a comment down below. They could have had part of Rosalia's dress like underneath Lisa. So if they have a little bit of black underneath, it creates like a smooth transition. So that's one of the ways they could have done that. There's so many different ways. If anyone knows, leave a comment. I really can't know 100%. I'm not like a wizard. I can't know without seeing the behind the scenes footage. But this is incredible, dude. That is a beautiful shot. That is personally how I would have done it, taking the clips, pick whipping them, and then just zoom in. You know, they could have even used AI to fill out some of the parts if they you know, move the footage around, because AI is, I mean, it's so helpful with things like this. So many different ways. Like they could use strings and just so many different ways. Holy crap. Such a well shot video. And I love the random shots. Like I love the shot of the vacuum. It's so funny. I get the story though. I get it. I know why they have the vacuum in there. I get it. I love that shot. I think that's my favorite shot. Either the one where they're spinning like that or the printer one. Basically with the TV, they could have just had that TV there. It's definitely real. But what they could have done with the TV is they could have just had Lisa playing on the TV to make it easier. That makes it a lot easier for the editors. If you can do something in the set, do it. It saves so much time. Just do it. But if they didn't, what they could have done is basically this could have been the original shot, and it looks like it's camera track. They're moving in with the camera on some kind of contraption. I forget what they're called, a rig or a dolly or something like that. They could take a shot and then basically track each corner of the TV. So they have like a big track going on, so it follows the motion. And then they could use stuff like optics compensation that makes your footage, instead of it being flat, you can kind of like warp it a little bit. See that warp look on the TV? But basically there's so many ways to make this. You can add various effects and pile them on top of each other. The easiest way is just do it in the set. Make it easy for the people, you know, make it easy for them. Give them a break. Oh, that was sick. Her hair looks gorgeous. That is my favorite look I think I've ever seen for Lisa. I love that. Oh my god! This is revolutionary. Oh my god, this is revolutionary, dude. This was insane. This was actually insane. Anyway, that was New Woman by Lisa. Honestly, this song was incredible, guys. This was, I personally like the editing more on this one than the first one, but I think I like Rockstar more. This is like a 9 out of 10 for me. It could probably grow on me even more. This is a great song. I think Lisa is one of the greats. I think she's gonna, honestly, she's getting so famous that I don't even know what to even say anymore. I cannot wait to get Blackpink VIP next year. I am spending as much money as possible to get the Blackpink VIP. Your boy is gonna get tons of shorts, and this Blackpink is back, baby. That's right. You know, and if I miss anything or I messed up anything, please leave a comment. Just let me know. You know, I can't be perfect. I'm a human being. I can't know everything without seeing the behind the scenes. Sometimes you just have to see the behind the scenes, or you have to work in the industry to fully know how they did something like that. Good job, Lisa. Good job to the team. So excited. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps so much. I am trying to hit 100K. It means the world to me, guys. I cannot thank you all enough, and I will see you in the next video. I love you all. Thank you.